What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video where we finally can do a deep dive on the Blacklisters new exotic knees that come from the brand new packed Master Manhunt at Tidal Basin. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so this is what they look like, and over the last 2 days they've been out. They've been absolutely obscene. They were so bugged, the damage was stacking over and over and over again, allowing people to hit for 1 billion damage, essentially being able to just clear every single bit of content in the game without even breaking a sweat. But maintenance has just happened, they have been fixed, and this is the talent and what it should do. All right, so shooting an enemy applies a mark. Only one mark can be active at a time. The mark disappears after 15 seconds or when the marked enemy dies. Receive 600% amplified damage from the marked enemy, but then we're going to deal 20% amplified damage to unmarked enemies. If only one enemy remains in combat, the mark disappears and cannot be reapplied. So essentially it works the opposite way round to if we were running the overdogs. So with the overdogs, when you get to your last enemy, you are guaranteed the damage bonus, which is 30%. But with these, when you get down to the last enemy, you're actually going to be losing the 20% amp. And to me, it already makes me think that this bonus should be at least equal to the overdogs. You know, the 10% difference already makes me wince a little bit, especially the fact that we're going to receive this 600% amp damage. But I guess there is situational content in the game where that might work. For instance, if you apply that mark to an enemy healer kit that's never going to shoot you, you're never going to receive, you know, that 600% damage. But again, that's very specific, and what we're going to do in this video is test them out and see exactly where they could be advantageous, or maybe they're just not worth doing it. So first of all, let's see how they actually work and what the kind of damage numbers difference is. All right, so this is just a headhunter high-end build. The reason I put this on is we've got no damage stacking mechanics here whatsoever. We'll test that with the strikers build a little bit later, but first of all, we just want to exactly understand how it works. So if I hit an enemy, it hit for 285 non-crit. So if I hit this guy now, you can see we hit for 342 non-crit. Why that mark is applied over there. And that's kind of how that works, you know, 342. So then no mark again, and then we drop down to 285. So there is, you know, that 20% amp is very significant, especially in a build where we can stack up damage. This build is not optimized for that. But the question is, does it work with skills? And does it work with Negotiator's dilemma? So first of all, let's get ourselves out of combat. I can't remember if that's still a thing here or not. But let's flip down. Let me find a Negotiator's build. We are definitely going to use... We'll use my Lexington again for an example. We need Negotiator's gloves. So we'll be right back. Okay, so with Negotiators, we basically mark up enemies by critting on them. And then we then transfer the damage. Now, Negotiators can be really good if you like the playstyle, because the backpack got a change where you do more than 100% damage to the other marked hostiles. So it's a really good set. I have highlighted it recently in some of my videos. Let's make these a little bit higher. So for instance, now if we mark that guy there, we are doing 280. We need to get a crit on him. There we go. We got a crit. So he's taking what, 720 worth of the damage. Need to think about this for 1 second just to make sure we get this exactly right. Okay, now I've organized my thoughts. We are good. Right, so first of all, let's get our Negotiator's numbers up. So we can see here a crit to the chest is showing at 607, and that's with max Negotiator stacks at this point. So let's just make sure that's represented again here. 607. All right, so that's great, no problem whatsoever. So what we need to know now is what a regular Negotiator's crit is. So if we crit him there, you can see there now we're still hitting for 607, but it's taking 680 off the other enemy due to the damage bonus and the backpack. And obviously we're not doing any extra damage with the knees yet. We don't want them numbers. But you can see we're taking, if we did that, we'll just do that test again. So we're clear on the numbers. I'm going to write them down. So initial hit to the body is 6 or 7. So mind the frames for a second. 6 or 7. That's great. Then we're going to hit this guy here, get a negotiator's mark on him, go back to hitting this guy so we get no damage bonus. And you can see there we get 680 from the negotiator's crit, which we expect because it's the extra damage from just the negotiators, the extra 12% extra damage. So that's exactly what we expect. So the question is now, are we going to get higher than 680? Let's mark this up. Mark this up here now, and then we're going to hit this one. Yeah, 729. So we're getting then the knee pad bonus. If I do this guy here as well. This guy here too. 729 with 8. Is that hitting health numbers? Why was it showing a higher number when I marked 2? Let's mark this guy up. Mark this guy up. Mark this guy up. Get a negotiation on him. 729. 816. Something weird's happening when I mark more than one enemy. Mark 1. Mark 2. Okay, hit this now. No, 816. There it is. 816.
Agent requesting backup.
So we're hitting him for 729, but the damage we're doing is 816. Yeah, that's right. Is that right? That doesn't feel right. We're going to start again. We're going to get this clear. Alright, so body shot is 6 or 7. That's exactly what we got for last time. That's great. So then we're going to go on to him. Then we're going to see what the negotiation damage is with the crit. 680. That's exactly right. And then here. $729. Oh, it's 729 because I'm getting the extra amp damage from the knee pads now. That's right. We are right. Okay. So it's actually 816 that it spreads over. So we hit this one, we hit this one, we hit this one. And then if we hit this one now, we're going to see the 816 number. Yeah. Because we're getting the full negotiators buff. And then we're also getting the 20% amp that is traveling to the other two enemies. Now the question is, and the way around you don't want to use it is if I hit the enemy that's got the mark on, we don't get the extra damage bonus at all on the other negotiators guy. So he's not getting the knee pad bonus at all because we're hindered by hitting this guy. So you've got to play it, you know, exactly how you think. You've got to tag a guy, put the marker on for the knee pads and negotiators, and then just move on. Stay away from that guy. And the minute you put the knee pad marker on, move on. That's exactly what you've got to do. So we'll try this build out just a little bit later in the video. But next, let's test skills. So we'll put just something simple on like a turret. And we'll go to the target here that we can't kill. Although we can't use that, I don't think. No, I can't. That's going to be difficult. Alright, so first of all, let's just see what kind of damage numbers we hit for on that elite there. So 49. Okay, that's fine. So 49. We'll tag him. Still hits for 49. So to the other one. 59. So yeah, your skills get the bonus as well. When it was off, it's going to go down to 49 now. Yep, straight down to 49. Tag this guy here. And then all of a sudden now, we're back at 59. Yep, back at 59 when we hit health. When we hit armor. Let's target this guy. So yeah, the mark works for skills as well. 20% amp damage for skills is frightening. They zero out when it shows PvP damage. But these might actually be the go-to for for a skill build, which is pretty crazy. So let's just try one thing. Skill boom build. I'm gonna reset that up. Hard's very hard now. Alright, so I'm not gonna do any kind of buff damage, but let's just see what kind of numbers I get from this now. I can't remember. Put the damage numbers on. I'm gonna do that again. Alright, so there was a clean 6.4 million across the board there, wasn't there? $7.4 million. Oh yeah, we're stacking a little bit, but let's just roll with it. $6.9 million, and then when we stack, this time we'll get 7.4. Alright, okay. So that's what we get with that. So we're going to take the Hana use off. And what I am going to use is our favorite, this guy here. Can I not apply the mark on an invulnerable enemy? Doesn't look like you can. Why is the mark not going on at all? Get out of here. Go back in. It could be the range bugging, I guess. But... Alright, all of a sudden I can't apply the mark anymore. Okay, there we go. So I had to unequip and equip. So if you're not getting the mark, that might be a thing. It might be the range playing screwy. Maybe it's because I hit him. Maybe it's because I hit him and he doesn't die. Yeah. I think hitting the invulnerable guy causes it to bug out. And then it was like 15 seconds before it came back. Or maybe that it's just that guy at all. Like, I'm just having no luck. Alright, let's just bug it. Let's just proc it on this guy. There we go. Alright, prop one now. Yeah. A huge increase. It was 10 mil. $7.4 then. Weird. Oh, there wasn't one mark. Yeah, it's a huge increase. So it works with skills and gives you 20% amp damage on skills. Literally across the board. So they are absolutely, they're pretty good for skills. Because you can stay in cover. You don't have to worry about anything. Just gotta shoot that enemy and... Yeah, pretty good for skills. I mean, what can I hit now? Let's have a look. Get this right up. Just killed him. The bleed's killing them. The bleed's strong. Like, yeah, 10 mil, no messing, and you can just reapply and do 10 mil again. You actually hit them. So yeah, they're actually pretty good for skills as long as you're playing in cover. So let's go and see what this build feels like then. So let's put the gloves back on. Put the knees on. We'll use the blue screen. Let's just check our stats. 54. I mean, that will do. Let's head to our favorite testing ground, DUA. That's a lot of damage. 20% skill damage on the knees. That is a huge boost to skill builds. A huge, huge boost.
You've got your objective. Don't let anything stand in your way.
I gotta feel like I might just die, like, you know. I've already made the mistake of tagging the wrong bad guy. And he just absolutely tapped me. I mean, do I feel like I'm... Oh, I'm tagging it the wrong way around. Like, that's what's frightening. Like, because the other guy died. Like, they die so quick that the mark ends up on the other bad guy and, like, confusion everywhere. Or, like, it's like an extra step to remember. Like, I'm shooting the wrong guy right now.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
I mean, you do some good damage, but the risk with gun builds, just, I don't see how it's gonna. I just don't see. Like, I don't want to tag the big bad now. Now the big bad's got the mark. He's gonna destroy me.
Serious trauma detected.
I don't even think he killed me.
Vital signs 0.
Yeah, I just don't think they're for me. I mean, maybe they're for skill builds, but they're all red for some reason.
Don't let anything stand in your way.
I got striker's gloves. Like, even with a sniper build, you want a one shot, so you're never really putting a mark on something. Let's just try strikers now. So, like, what do I hit now? Do I hit him up there? Oh, where's the mark? The marks aren't consistent, by the way. There you go, he's got the mark on now. So, Pesty, what are you doing? 950? Yeah, I mean, he's not got a good Pesty stack on, though. I don't know, I just don't see myself using them over overdogs. Maybe in like a skill, like I said, a skill setting. But it does pretty well in this scenario now, like, as long as you've got something you can tag. But I'm bursting and killing things, like, I don't want to switch away from the enemy that I've marked. The 600% is just too much. And it's unlike overdogs, it's not a great way of playing, I don't think. That's my initial. I don't want to be down on a brand new exotic, but I just tagged the wrong guy now. Like, There's some scenario there where, you know, the pesty ticks are doing a lot of damage.
Serious trauma detected.
But
Agent down. Agent vital signs
Oh.
0.
why does Zealot res you if you go down in between? Weird. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. But they certainly seem like something that could be added into skill builds. But as far as everything else goes, I am not so sure. I am not so sure. And I'm not really going to run the damage numbers on them because 20%, although is a lot, it's not a lot in comparison to 30% from overdogs. So, you know, to do this switch, to me, just makes sense. You know, and obviously I was running glass cannon there, so there was like an extra bit of amp. But I mean, once you're getting above 100, 200, 300 amp, does it really matter? If you're not in a all blue build, you're going to die. So that's going to be it for the video. I'm sorry it wasn't a more positive review. But I mean, we did get some positives out of it. We know how they work. We know it works with skills. And yeah, we'll go from there. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Help me get to 40k subs if you've not already subbed. I would appreciate it. Hit the like button. 100, 200, 300 likes really does extend the reach of my videos to new people and helping grow the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.